Hello, and welcome to OrthoCare Innovation's presentation of the Galileo system. Let's get started. Galileo is a two-part system consisting of a desktop application and an online server. We'll look at the desktop application first. When a client comes to your office, you'll program a stopwatch unit to send them home with. Over the course of a week, the stopwatch unit will record their activity data and then be returned to the office on their next appointment for analysis. Programming is simply done over a USB connection with the docking system. You'll want to make sure that the docking station is plugged in prior to launching the desktop application. Once initialized, simply go up to the top and click Start Recording. Confirm that a stopwatch sensor is in the docking station and click OK. It'll take just a few minutes to establish connection with the stopwatch sensor. Once connected, you'll want to enter a few parameters regarding your client, including their height and some information about their normal gait patterns and the type of activities that they undertake. At the bottom of this page, you're also able to add notes. This notes field will be viewable on the final functional level report and can be used to include any information or conditions specific to this trial period. Once done, simply click Start. It takes just a moment to adjust the stopwatch for the specific client and download that information to the device. Once this is complete, simply click OK and you're ready to attach this sensor to the patient's prosthetic limb. This can be seen in one of our other tutorials, also available on the website. Now let's look at the web service. Simply click the Access Website up at the top menu, and it takes you directly to the Galileo website. One of the first things you'll want to do is create an account. You'll need to accept both the HIPAA policy and our terms for use, and then click Next. On this first page, you'll enter information about yourself and any information about the clinical facility, including address and phone number. On this next page, please enter the username that was agreed upon when speaking with the OrthoCare Innovations representative at the time of purchase. If you do not receive a user ID, please contact OrthoCare Innovations with the name that you enter here. Additionally, you'll want to create a secure password so that only you can access your account. Once this form is complete, click Finish. Next, we'll look at some of the other features of the site. You can view documentation directly on the site, including a user guide and frequently asked questions. There's also a section for documents for download, including installation instructions and an explanation of the functional level report. From the site, you can also download the software for the desktop application for either a Windows computer or a Mac machine. Next, let's look at an account that's already been created. Simply click Login, enter your username and a password. Then click the Login button. Up at the top left, you see a 3 stoplight image. Here we see a green indicating that this account is active. When you first create an account, you'll most likely see a red light here. We'll talk a little more about account activation in just a minute. We can also now view other things about our account, including how to change or reset our password and our user profile in case any of our contact information changes. At the bottom of this page, you'll notice 2 links. The first one says Add, Modify, Delete Payment Information. Let's click on that. Here you can enter a credit card. By entering a credit card here, your account becomes active. If you do not feel comfortable or would not like to enter your credit card information, please contact OrthoCare Innovations and we will manually activate your account. This credit card will not be charged. All billing will be handled directly through OrthoCare Innovations. Now let's go back to the user profile and look at the other link, My Sponsored Users. This page allows the master account for any clinical facility to sponsor each individual clinician under them so that each practitioner only has access to their client list. On this page, once a practitioner has created an account, the master account will need to enter that practitioner's username, here in the box provided, and then an expiration date. This can always be changed later, but it just allows for a time period for which the account is active. Then click the Activate button. Next, let's look at the actual data management that the Galileo system does. There's two tabs. First, the Manage Clients. This is where we see our populated patient list for each practitioner. You can add a new client by simply entering an ID or a first name, last name. A diagnosis is required, and other parameters about the patient, including their age, sex, or any contact information you would like. Simply click Add Client, and they're added to the list. Under the Functional Level tab, you see your list of populated clients. Let's select the last one here, and by clicking that client, we see over on the right a list of all the reports that have ever been run for this client. This provides a nice history of how this client has progressed over time. We'll look at the last report. Simply click Select, and then the Get Report button. Here we see an example of the Functional Level Assessment report. Up at the top, we see a list of parameters indicating several things, including the cadence variability, potential to ambulate, and ambulation requirement. More on these parameters in this report can be found in an additional tutorial on the website. The bottom just represents the step graph data that was collected over the period of a week. Now let's go back and see how to read and upload a stepwatch once it comes back. Simply click the Read and Upload button. You'll want to enter your username and password so that it gets tied to the right account, and then click Log In. Here we see our patient list again. We'll upload this report to the Test 2 patient. Click Next. It confirms that you're uploading to the patient intended. Enter a body weight and your estimation of a K level. Click Upload to Web Account. It confirms that your K level selection and that a stepwatch is in the docking station. Click OK, and it takes just a few moments for this data to be read and then uploaded to the Galileo server. All of this is extremely secure and only accessible by the account holder. Now we'll return to the website by clicking the Access Galileo website button. Back down to the Functional Level tab. Select Test 2. And here we see a date range that corresponds to when this report was run. Click Select, confirm the terms of your account, and then Get Report. And here we see the information that was just captured. Thank you for your interest in the Galileo system and for viewing this video. If you have any further questions, please contact OrthoCare Innovations. Thank you and have a good day.